What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Mairis Briedis becomes the new WBC Cruiserweight champion by schooling Huck to a 12-round decision. Really clear victory for Mairis Briedis. I picked him to win. I was fairly confident in him sort of winning the fight, but I felt he'd have some rough moments, and he literally had none. It was rather straightforward in the end for Mairis Briedis. A really good professional boxing performance, and it almost looked like he didn't have to really get out of second gear, to be quite honest. So I was really impressed with what I saw tonight from Mairis Briedis. I thought he was good. I've made some comments on people's videos saying what I think about him. I think he's a good fighter. I picked him to win, but I wasn't expecting a win in that sort of emphatic fashion, that sort of clearly. But let's talk about the fight. Round one, both men sort of come out looking to establish the distance. Both guys are sort of pouring with that jab. Huck is trying to push back Briedis, but he's not really landing anything. Huck lands one good body shot, but Briedis comes back with some good straight right hands to the body and finishes. He really starts to find his range with a jab to the end of the round. Round one, to me, clear Briedis round. The Box Nation commentary said it was close. I don't see how you can score that round to Huck. Round two, Mairis Briedis, he starts to play the boxer. He's looking for that jab and countering with that right hand when he can. Huck is really starting to struggle. He's really struggling to find the range already. Briedis just landing the better shots throughout. But not much at this stage. In the round two, there wasn't too much going on, but Mairis Briedis was clearly the better technician. He was landing the better shots. Round three, Briedis is clearly showing he's the technician in there, which we all expected before the fight. Huck is still really struggling to land anything, and he's still struggling to find the range. Briedis lands with 2 to 3 good body shots and catches Huck coming in with a nice little left hook, a check left hook to the head. Again, Briedis in these rounds isn't doing anything sort of crazy. He's just outboxing Huck. He's landing those eye-catching shots here and there, along with his consistent jab, which is being varied from body to head, which I was really impressed with. Round three, again, a clear Mairis Briedis round. Round four, Briedis actually has a bit of success in pushing Huck back. He catches Huck with some sneaky uppercuts on the inside. Huck's physical strength that he always relies on in all of his fights that I can remember is really not a factor. Huck likes to get up in the clinch and really start to go to work on you, whether it's illegal shots or not. He really likes to do that, and Briedis wasn't having none of it. He was either tying Huck up or pushing him off, and he was really sort of defensively sound against Huck's dirty boxing. So I was really impressed with that, actually. And Briedis again lands a couple of good body shots. Huck does try to end the round well with like a flurry, but not much really got through. Again, round four, to me, a clear Mairis Briedis round. Really impressive how he's boxing at this stage. Round five, Briedis starts the round well with a good right hand, and Huck actually responds well with a right hand of his own. But after that point, Huck, he really wasn't landing anything. He's trying to up his work rate, but he's just not landing. He's trying to do those typical Marco Huck flurries that sort of steal him rounds, but nothing's landing, and he's even struggling to get into range to land those flurries. So again, round five so far, really no success. Briedis ends the round well with 2 solid right hands and a body shot as well. So round five, clearly a Mairis Briedis round. Round six, Huck, immediately in that round, eats 2 sort of hard jabs. And Briedis he's just got the quicker hands, quicker feet, quicker reactions, and Briedis is just simply outboxing Huck. Briedis pushes Huck back at the end of the round, landing some good body shots and a couple of nice uppercuts as well. So again, round 6, to me, Round 6 was a clear Mairis Briedis round. Round 7, Briedis starts round well, looking for that right hand and lands some very nice jabs. Briedis, again, he's varying those jabs, body to head, keeping Marco Huck guessing. The jab is not sort of predictable. He throws a quick jab, he throws a pouring jab, body jab, head jab, hard jab, soft jab. The jabs are really varied, and they're really, really, really sort of they're really educated. He's really keeping Marco Huck guessing, and he also in this round lands a solid right hand that pushes Marco Huck back. And Huck in round 7 had no success as far as I was concerned. Round 8, Briedis again quicker to that jab, still scoring. Marco Huck lands a good right hand and a good jab, but Briedis is still scoring with that jab consistently. And in round 8, his output was actually dropping a bit, and Huck did land some solid jabs, and but Briedis came back with a quality uppercut to close a round. Round 8 was kind of close. You could have actually give round 8 to either guy, but I actually gave round 8 to Marco Huck. That's the first round I gave him in the fight. So round 8 I gave to Marco Huck. Round 9, Briedis regains the range with his jab. Huck lands a good right, and but Huck gets clipped with a nice left hook. Sort of a check left hook. And when he tried to rush Briedis, Briedis lands a couple of flashy right hands in round 9. Huck, he's trying to let his shots go, but nothing's happening, nothing's coming off, and Briedis ends a round well with with some good body shots. So round 9, clear Mairis Briedis round. Round 10, Briedis starts well. He's looking for that right hand, trying to put his shots together, and he lands some good hooks to the body in this round as well. Briedis starting to vary his work a little bit more, pushes Huck back to the corner. He closes the round well with two really sort of good body shots mixed in with some nice uppercuts as well. In round 10, I wrote down that Huck looks lost, and he did. He just had no clue how to get back into this fight at this point. Round 10, clear Mairis Briedis round. Round 11, Briedis is still varying that jab. The jab is still quick. It's still not predictable. He's keeping Huck guessing. Briedis is getting, Marco Huck is comprehensively getting outboxed at this point. Briedis landing jabs quite easily to the body and the head. Not much happened in this round, but the jabs of Mairis Briedis clearly won in the round as far as I was concerned. Marco Huck is looking desperate at this point. Round 12, Briedis literally just needs to hear the bell. He needs to stay away. But again in round 12, he was clearly the better technician, landed some good jabs. There's a bit of mauling in this round as well, like there was in every single round, but Briedis closed the round really well with sort of 4 hard right hands in a 30-second time period. Round 12 I scored for Mairis Briedis, which means I scored the fight 11 rounds to 1 for Mairis Briedis. Clear victory, a decisive victory, and a really impressive victory, because Marco Huck is a guy who's been in the Cruiserweight division at the top for like 10 years now. He's had double-figure world title fights. He's had 14, 15 world title fights. So yeah, Marco Huck's a quality. He's a veteran, and Briedis handled him with pretty much ease. He handled him easily, I thought. So it's going to be interesting seeing where Briedis goes from here. I thought he was really impressive. The fight itself didn't quite catch fire. There's a lot of holding, there's a lot of mauling, but Marco Huck is a fighter that tends to happen, where he's got a style where sometimes it gels to be just an all-out war, like it was against Glowacki or Ola Afolabi or Firat Arslan, or it can also sort of turn into a bit of a hug fest, and unfortunately that's what it turned into. But all the quality work was coming from Briedis, And you know, this guy can box, and he became the first Latvian to win a world title. So credit to Briedis. You know, he created history for his country, and I'm sure the people in Latvia and in Riga, where he's from, are going to be very proud, and I'm sure they're going to be having a few drinks on Mairis Briedis. So yeah, I thought it was a real impressive performance. But tell me what you guys think. Where does Briedis go from here? You know, I would like to see him in against anyone really. You know, Gassiev, Lebedev, Usyk, all of these are quality fights to me. So tell me what you guys think of the fight. Tell me where both guys go from here. Peace.